game started. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first possession of the game. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And he's going to take it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be challenging. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Poe. Inside the 35. It's a fumble on the play. Defense has it their own move. He's dragged down to the ground. What a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the official breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the continues to make plays.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pulls it in. It's Wall. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. To the air, it's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away.
Fights off the defender.
They're up by 7 over Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Cuts it on midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Power football with the run. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harvey. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Noles! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail. And they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's been punch and counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Carr. Grab near the marker, it's Wall. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, the ball's incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on fourth down at the dome. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they got it at the 33. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield and there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. They finally get to him. A lot of way there to pick up the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10, hoping to put together a productive drive. He leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the... And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of them.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is... aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Poe. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route. The patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Proctor. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end now in motion. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Rides to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks it past the marker. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on! Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 11 to UMass. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got him. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Gator! Great job by the back on the option.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Gonna try to get it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down to the slide. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Proctor. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
That's caught. It's Hunter. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're going to ride this running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Poe. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, no! And that give him the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense really is putting himself behind the 8 ball right now. this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it away at the 37. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Proctor. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's get you up to speed on things. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 21 over Stanford. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snags a quick pass on the left. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The play-action fake. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The War-Chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered. delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The hand to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Looking down the middle. Holds it in. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Gators are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sharp. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll get him on the ground at the 36, and it'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Proctor. Still running at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Give him 105 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to the run, it's Proctor. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running to the left. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. With the catch, it's Sharp. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There we go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible. to try to get a chunk.
Makes the grab on the left side. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Through the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this day. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles.